Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Trinidad Kitchen. So I am in Trinidad right now, as you might know from my vlogs, and I'm actually not sure if I'll upload them after I get back to Canada because the Wi-Fi here just sucks. And my cousin, who lives just across the yard, which you might see in a vlog, her Wi-Fi is pretty good, but yeah, like I don't want to be sitting there using up all her Wi-Fi. So and I have no other way to upload these videos. So today I'll be sharing with you Barfi. Here, this little mannequin who does not like to be in videos. This is my cousin. I have her mother, which is my aunt, and a next one, her sister, coming down soon, and they will be helping me in this recipe. It's not that one person can't do it alone. I've done it hundreds of times before, but they wanted to help, and she wanted to be in the video. So I will be, you have all seen her before in my previous vlog. So I will be sharing with you the ingredients, and the sugar is just on its way with my aunt. Actually, we're making sweets for Raksha Bandhan. I'm celebrating it here in Trinidad, and my sister is not here because she's back in Canada. So I'm gonna be celebrating with my cousin, the other cousin, and the cousin whose Wi-Fi I use. So my aunt is gonna be bringing down the sugar, and we will be making the barfi. So before I made jalebi, and my aunt is just finishing up her kurma, so that's why we don't have sugar right now. And after this I'll be making rasgulla. But you all have seen my rasgulla and my jalebi video. One thing I have to say about the jalebi, cut the hole a lot smaller than I did, because I make my hole in that really big, and also just make one big jalebi. Don't make the small swirly ones like what I did. If you check my Instagram, it will be posted on there exactly how one jalebi will look like. Anyway, enough about jalebi. This is a barfi video. So you're not doing anything. Okay, so I will get into the ingredients, and then hopefully by then the sugar will be down here. So keep watching. Okay, so for the ingredients, or for things you'll need, I want to point out first this mixing bowl here and this chalni. We will need both of these, or the chalni is also called a strainer or sifter. And I have an enamel mixing bowl, very traditional. So for the ingredients, we will need milk powder. So I'll be using 6 cups. I'm making a lot, right? So you could easily half this recipe. This is 6 cups of milk powder. The traditional thing is klim, but we couldn't find klim everywhere, which is shocking because like Trinidad. The next thing we will need is, you could use full cream evaporated milk, or you could use fresh cow's milk, like straight from the cow that is boiled. Make sure it's boiled, otherwise, God. Or you could use very heavy cream or table cream to just a few drops to wet and kind of mix up your milk powder. And I have a bag flying around. Here is about a 1/4 cup of ginger, 2 tablespoons of ghee. I use cow ghee, which is the only one you should be using. Vegetable ghee is not very good in any recipe, so just be careful of that. And I will bring out 1/2 cup of water, and the sugar. I'll need 2.5 cups of sugar, but again, my aunt will bring that down when she's ready. And I have elychee, lawang, which is cardamom is elychee, lawang is clove, and I just punched and grinded this morning, so it's still fresh, and I can just sprinkle a little bit here and there. And sprinkles of your choice. The traditional thing again is the round sprinkles, which is also known as thousands and hundreds and thousands. And then these are the little silver balls. I will probably use both, or I will do half sprinkles and half silver balls, and I'll show you how it looks like when we're done. So let's get into the recipe. Okay, so right now I just added in about half of our milk powder. That's my cousin's parrot. I've added in about half of the milk powder, so 3 cups, and I'm just adding in a 1/4 teaspoon each of our lawang and lychee. I think I'll just use my hand. Just a 1/4 teaspoon. We will sift this, and then we'll add the rest of the milk powder. So the reason for straining this first is to just make it a little fine, so that you don't have clumps in the end with your barfi. Now at this point we will just add in our ghee, about 1 tablespoon now, so that's 3 teaspoons. Okay, so after crumble this up and mix it in ghee, you're just gonna add a few drops, about a teaspoon, maybe 2 if it's a little dry, and you're just gonna crumble this and mix it. Okay, so here I've just crumbled everything and now it's dry again, but like there's lumps of the milk mixed into here. You only need to crumble this for like, I did for less than 5 minutes. It dries up quickly and that's all you need. Okay, I'm about to kill that parrot. Anyway, my cousin's saying no. Anyway, we're just going to put this into another bowl and strain it directly into this. So you have to keep your chalni or your strainer with you. So I have the mixture taken out into this pot here because it's the only thing I can find. We're not cooking this mixture. So I'm just going to put it through your chalni, your sieve, your strainer, and you're going to strain it back again. Okay, so it will be hard this time to strain out your mixture. You'll have a few clumps, but you're just going to keep working through it with your hand. Make sure you do not throw out anything because the recipe is very precise. So just keep on going with this. I still have a little bit more and I will come back when everything is all strained and it comes out very fine. I'm just trying to make it clear to you that you will get this little lumps in there and you're just gonna have to break that. And I'm almost done mine. The sugar is here, so next thing I'm going to show you is the Paag, or the sugar mixture, the sugar syrup mixture. So here's my 2.5 cups of sugar and my half cup of water, and I'm just going to add a little bit more of my elychee and my lawang to this. Okay, so everything is in here except for the ginger. I'm gonna put that in the end because I really want the ginger flavor to be strong. So I'm gonna mix up everything and I'm going to first dissolve it. Even though there is more sugar than water, I'm still gonna dissolve it. And then I'm going to turn the stove on and start boiling this mixture. Okay, I realized that this will not dissolve quickly, and I'll be sitting here stirring this for a few minutes, probably longer than it takes to make the barfi in the end anyway. So I'll just turn the stove on and let this melt. And you should make sure that you have water on you at all times, because sometimes the half a cup isn't enough, sometimes it's too much, depending on how high your heat is. So I have it right now on 6 on your stove. It should say 6, but then again, I'm using gas. I'm using an open flame, so it will be hotter. It would probably be like a high on your electric stove. Here's our milk mixture, very fine thanks to the straining. We make a well in it and add the extra tablespoon of ghee. And there we go, thing of ghee. You're almost done. And don't mix this in because the Paag is going to deal with that. And then you're gonna go and feel your Paag. Actually, if you're not sensitive to heat, don't do this. Do the water method. I'm sensitive to heat, but I'm still gonna show you the water method because I'm not gonna play around with hot sugar. Okay, so here's my Paag. It's boiling still, and I'm not gonna put in all at a time. I'm just gonna add in a little bit into the ghee, and I'm gonna let that ghee melt with the hot sugar, because as I said before, sugar is extremely hot. And as we continue, the ghee will continue to melt, so you don't need to worry too much about that ghee. And it's already mixed up. So we're going to mix our milk all together and just keep going at it. A point that one of my favorite YouTubers, Natasha, from Trinity Cooking with Natasha, something that she always says in her videos where she's dealing with Paag and making like Barfi or Pira or something, she says that she'd rather have more Paag than less, and would rather have extra than to make more. And that's because it's hectic to make and it takes so much time. And I completely forgot about the ginger. Let me show you what I'm doing with the ginger. It's not too late. I'm gonna on my stove again and bring it up back to the boil. And then I'm going to add my ginger into this. Okay, so here's a Paag with the ginger in it this time. If you want to strain your ginger out, then you can do so, but I'm going to keep the pieces in there because that's how we like it. And then we're just gonna mix this up. So everything is kind of mixed up. Well, some parts are more liquid than the others. So I'm gonna take a little ghee in my hand, about half a teaspoon, and I'm going to knead this with my hand. Be very careful. You can just go ahead and take 2 forks and knead it if you are still not sure about touching hot stuff. Okay, so everything knead together, and I have a few crumbles here and there. This is ready to go on our tray now. Okay, so on our tray we're going to grease with a little ghee. I'm just gonna add my sprinkles on top. Add your Barfi mixture, and you're gonna spread this out. You'll notice some cracks on it, and mine is not completely smooth yet. You're gonna take more ghee on your hand, and you're gonna just paste it on top as you're spreading everything out. You're also going to ghee up your bilna, and you're going to flatten and smooth it out. Go to my sada roti video or my pulka roti video for tips on rolling. Although I doubt that I do even have tips on it. That's not the point. Just flatten everything out with your bilna and make sure everything is even. So I'm using both types of sprinkles, so I'm going to make a faint line down the middle. Not really a cut, just a score down the middle. And so I'll know which side to do the colorful ones and which side to do the silver. Take your bag of sprinkles, and just like everything, I like to average out a little in my hand first, and then just add it. So you're going to cover it to put as much or as little sprinkles as you want. Same thing with your other sprinkles. So my other cousin came about, and I just told her to leave because I was making this video. You're going to, okay, before you use your bilna, try to squish it in with your hands. Bilna time. Roll everything in. Okay, so I decided now with the sprinkles, you know what, I'm just gonna say do whatever you want with your sprinkles. Everything is set, so you can make your scores on it now. And by scores I mean just put the marks of how you're gonna cut it. Best thing to use is a pizza cutter because it's so simple, but knife. That's all I have right now. Unless we do have a pizza cutter, I'm gonna go check. This time I didn't luck out, so we're going to make our cuts, not cuts, our scores. Okay, so here is the finished barfi. This is just after about an hour in the fridge. It's set nicely. We cut it, but we still left it just like that. It's easy to take out if you use a butter knife, and you just pull out each piece. This is a piece that my aunt cut just to taste, And then this piece here, we're just cleaning out the sides so that we get the nice centerpieces for Raksha Bandhan. And then the sides here, we cut that and we eat it ourselves. So, and here's the little girl who was making noise throughout my video. There she is. Let me see her face. It's very dark in here. Let me see if I can. There she is. We give her roti. That's paratha that my grandmother made earlier. So anyway, here's our jalebi. Not jalebi, our barfi. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and make sure to try it. It's very easy. You can use any milk powder, any full cream milk powder, and it'll come out good. Just make sure it's not spoiled. So for this Raksha Bandhan, we made jalebi, and I'll show you that right here. And it's very dark. Let me take it into some light. We made jalebi, kurma, and this rasgulla or gulab jamun downstairs. Let me take out one and show you. So this is the jalebi. So I made this using my jalebi recipe, and you can check that out. That's on my channel. I'll be posting different things like pira and almond barfi. If you've seen my Instagram post, the almond barfi, I'll be posting a few other Indian sweets as well from Trinidad. So make sure to keep watching. So stay tuned for those recipes, and I will have more coming up soon. Thank you for watching.